Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rohan Khandelwal. I'm a surgery faculty and I would like to congratulate all of you who've got a good rank in the NEET PG exam and now you're thinking about the counselling and which branch and which college to take up. So this is a time when there can be a lot of confusion. If you are amongst the top rankers, there's a problem of plenty, and if your rank is not too good, you're of course concerned about MS or MD versus DNB, about the state, about other smaller things as well. So I just want to cover some basic points which would help you make this decision. Of course, all of us are there for you. If you have any queries, you can always write down in the comment section or reach out to me on my social media platforms and I will help you out. Now, the first thing when it comes to choosing a branch, I always am a firm believer that you should listen to your heart. हर वक्त दिल की सुनो, ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाना, right? Because I've seen a lot of times if you get a good rank and if you're getting a lot of other branches as well, then you start getting confused. And sometimes you take up a branch because of pressure of your peers or your relatives, and then you start regretting your decision within a few months only. So don't make that mistake. If you always wanted to take up surgery, please do take up surgery. Don't go for radiology just because your rank is good, right? If you wanted to take up obs and gynae, take obs and gynae. Yes, the initial few years are a bit difficult, but it is rewarding later on, right? Don't change it for dermatology or don't change it for radiology just because your rank is good. So that would be my suggestion. Of course, there are multiple variables which go in when you're choosing a branch, but I always am a firm believer that listen to your heart. Sometimes you are very clear that हमें यही लेना है, so please take that. Don't change it because of your rank. Now, the second thing which you need to think about is the institute, right? Always go for a good institute when you're choosing whether it is DNB or MS. The institute should be good because that will determine how strong your base is going to be, right? Don't be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. Matlab, don't be afraid of going to a different state. If it is getting you a good institute which is not available in your state, please go for it, right? These 2-3 years will shape you as a better human being. If you spend it outside the comfort of your home, you will meet new people, you will learn new life skills. So don't be afraid of stepping out of your home, okay? If you are getting a good institute elsewhere, go for it. A very common question is DNB versus MD and MS. Yes, it is slightly easy to clear MD and MS exams. They are not as challenging as DNB exams, right? But nowadays the difference between DNB and MD MS is reduced quite a lot. Even corporate hospitals are offering jobs to them equally. DNB students are taking up super specialties as well. They are becoming assistant professors, associate professors as well. So the only difference is that if you're a DNB candidate, you would need to do 1 extra year of senior residency to qualify for AP-ship. Okay, that's the only challenge. Other than that, yes, the theory exam is a bit tricky and slightly difficult to clear as compared to MD/MS. But if you're regular with your studies, if you can solve the last 10-year papers, it can be done comfortably. So again, if you're getting a good institute in DNB, don't be shy to take that, right? Like for example, a student contacted me and said, I'm getting DNB radiology at Gangaram. Otherwise, I'm getting fringe colleges radiology in the periphery, MD. I told the boy that, it's always better to go to a place where there'll be better exposure. Gangaram, you have all the latest facilities, latest modalities are there. You learn much more. If you study hard, you can always clear the exam. So that was point number 3. Now there are other considerations also, and I would like to call them minor considerations, right? Considerations like a 1-year bond or the stipend being a bit less or bit more. So always understand that these are your learning years. These are the years when your base is forming, when you're going to become good doctors and you're going to learn a lot of skills. Trust me, 10 years, 15 years down the line, you're not going to even think about what stipend which you were getting or whether you had to serve 1 year bond or not. Because nobody will ask you your age after 10-15 years. At what age did you clear your PG or at what age did you join your senior residency? So don't be worried if you have to serve 1 year in as a bond posting or if the stipend is slightly less. Again, this can vary from person to person, but I would like to call them as minor factors which are there. Now, sometimes students don't have clarity and they're confused between two subjects. If they are two similar subjects, you can still draw some comparison. But sometimes you will get random things like surgery versus medicine. So that's like comparing apples with oranges. And whenever you have a dilemma between two branches or three branches, my strong recommendation is that take a piece of paper, make 3 columns and write down the pros and cons of each branch. Okay, and that would help you to take a decision. Of course, reach out to your seniors in each branch and they would give you a perspective both from the government side and from the private side, and that would help you to take a decision. Okay. Another factor which I want to talk about when you're choosing this is that always go back and see the previous year cutoffs. That is a great indicator of how the trends have gone and that can help you choose a good college. There have been a lot of instances where because of silly mistakes which students have made, they've landed up at the wrong college. So go back to these cutoffs. They are freely available on the websites and they would help you to make your rank list and choose the colleges wisely. It's always good to reach out to the postgraduates or the DNB residents in these places. Everyone is helpful, they are approachable. Reach out to them either on social media or go pay a visit to this place if it's close to your home, and that would also help you in taking decisions. So these were some points which I wanted to share. I will be making a different video on surgery specific queries which students have regarding surgical branches, regarding cutting opportunities versus peripheral institutes, central institutes. That will be my next video. But if you still have any specific queries which you have regarding your counseling, please do write them in the comment section and I'll be happy to help you out. Thank you very much.